Good morning, world. Ladies, gents. Hope y'all are doing well this morning. It's fucking 4 in the morning. I got up at 3:30. It's been, just got out the shower, actually. So, I gotta get ready for the day. I didn't make a video last night after I did the last video. When I went and got the milk, I was hungry. And it's funny because that 50-cent piece that I had, I went to the dollar store. I usually go to the dollar store that's on Beach Daily instead of Telegraph. And the one in Telegraph is actually closer to the hood. And what's funny is, the other day I go get milk every day. I live off of milk. And it's usually $2.25. And if you watch my video, I scrounged up change to, get this milk, I don't have no food today. I'm broke. I have a little bit of coffee, that's it. 2 lemons and a little bit of bread. That's all I have. But I was short. I didn't have enough money for the milk because the same Family Dollar, they're both Family Dollars, they're a mile apart. One down the street, the milk is $2.25 where I usually go, and then the milk where I went was $2.85. Well, I only had $2.30 on me. I was walking out the store and I was like, I said something to the person at the cash register. I was like, I wonder why. I was like, it costs more, 50 cents more pretty much here than down the street, It's only a mile away. And the guy was like, I don't know, And one of the ladies, seeing that I didn't have enough money for my milk, she gave me 2 singles, man. So I ended up getting the milk. I didn't have to walk to the other store. So that was pretty cool. Sorry about not having my face, but I'm getting, dressed. Ready, dried off. Turn off that damn heater before I forget. I always forget it. I always forget to turn it off. But yeah, I just stretched, man. I did yoga. If you want to get that fluid that I've been speaking about, the Christos, there's many other different names for it in Sanskrit and other, languages, in Hebrew, which is very important, and Aramaic. It's hot in here, I gotta cool it off, let it cool down slowly. So, listen, man, it's very important. You can't get that fluid to come out of that sac until you fast. It's not gonna happen. There's too many chemicals in your body. Your body is really sensitive. Your spine is very sensitive to chemical imbalances in your body. That's why you take medications. We take medications, and medications, plants affect us because, even they take chemicals from animals too that make medicine. So, they make medicine out of toads, all types of stuff. But we're chemicals too, we're made from the ground. God said he created us from the dust, from the ground. He created us from this earth. He put us here on this earth. He gave us spirit. He said he planted us here, right? He created us from the ground and he blew spirit into us. He said he blew it up our nostrils. That's what the Bible says. It says it blew it up our nostrils. He blew spirit up the nostrils, which is really important if you think about it, because if you study yoga and you study the prana, which prana is the air, the prana is the energy life source, right? We know without air without breath we can't live, without water we can't live. This is why it's so important people don't take the time to recharge their soul, their spirit, their batteries. Not only do you have to have water that's acidic, that has a certain pH level, these foods that we're eating are not healthy for us. They didn't add all these additives and all these different chemicals to the food like they do now back in the day. Alright? That food all those micronutrients that are in the dirt are deprived. The dirt's been deprived. This dirt has been stripped. We've seen it in the Great Depression in America. They tilled the dirt so much and they didn't repair the dirt. They didn't put the vitamins, they didn't put everything back into the dirt, life back into the dirt. That's why if you read all these farming magazines, which surprisingly they actually had a lot in the prison, which makes sense because the prison in Michigan is in Jackson area, which is all farmland. So a lot of people were actually in prison from the country. There's a lot of country bumpkins in there. A lot of country people in there that farmed. I knew a lot of people that were in there that like they raised chickens their whole life, roosters. We called one guy named Rooster. His name was Rooster. He had half an arm. It was like a mini arm. He had like a baby arm, you know. And he had a regular arm as his right arm was fine, but his left arm was a little baby arm. No, it was his right arm. I don't know, one of the arms, but we called him Rooster. He was alright cat, man. He was alright, dude. He got fucked with a lot, though. But he was also kind of a slime ball. And so that's why he got fucked with a lot. But, you know, all those things, man, you got to stretch. You have to fast. You can't reach the state of, I don't even like to say the word enlightenment, because you can't reach the state of enlightenment. That's grace. You can't. To receive the Holy Spirit, to receive true enlightenment, to receive the gift of grace, the gift of God, is grace. It's given to you. It's not something you do to get. That's why I try to tell people the meditation and stuff. You know, when that fluid hits there, you don't astral project to these different realms and stuff. Everybody thinks that for some reason. I don't know why. You can reach nirvana. But even when you reach those points of nirvana, the Bible clearly says that not to do it. The Bible clearly says not to do it. And I will touch a topic on it, why you're not supposed to astral project into another hemisphere, into another universe. It's okay to time travel like that. Many people do. Many seers do. I have people around the world that email me, which eventually I'll show you. Some people, they talk to me. The prophets. They're prophetic people. Many people are prophetic, including music artists. Like all the music artists you see, including me, when we write, when we make music about the culture and the people and how people act, we're prophetically speaking because we're speaking out of love. And God says in the last days, even in the times before the last days, that He will, all the men, women, and children will prophesy in His name. All of them. Anyone that loves Him, anyone that has a spirit of love. Because they don't even have to love God directly or know that they're loving God directly. As long as they're following their heart and they're doing the right thing and they're loving others and they're helping people, they're saved regardless, because God instilled the 10 Commandments in our heart. We already know what's right from wrong. The Bible clearly says that God instilled the word in our heart. Not only did He write it on tablets of stone, 2 tablets of stone, which actually got broken. The first 2 got broken, actually, in the Bible, if you read it, which were in the Ark of the Covenant, which I still believe the Ark, I believe the Ark of the Covenant is still on the earth. I still believe, I think I know where it might be. It's just hypothetically speaking, doing my studies and stuff and watching, because people, I'm not the only one that's been looking for, study this stuff. I'm not the only one, man. Like, watch Ancient Aliens. Ancient Aliens study the Bible 24/7. Where do you think they get most of their information from? For all of their content on Discovery Channel. You think come on, man. Listen, your boy knows a lot. I've been around the world, man. I've been around. That's why I'm going to take you guys with me. You guys are going to enjoy this, man. I really am. I'm going to enjoy it. I was going to say, y'all really enjoy it, but I'm going to enjoy it. So is Margarita. Margarita doesn't know. She knows I'm making the YouTube. She knows the Facebook. She knows that I'm coming, but she doesn't know that. Listen, man, she doesn't expect it to blow up like I know it's gonna blow up. So prove her wrong. Help me, man. Help me subscribe to my channel, man. Prove everyone wrong. Listen, man, people, when you see light, they see darkness. So if you see light, hit that subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm telling you, subscribe. But I gotta get out of the bathroom. But, without fasting, you're never gonna hit that point you wanna get. If you want to go there, if you want to go, or you see these channels, you see these videos I made on this channel, you believe what I'm saying, you want to get there, you got to lay in the shower. You have to lay in hot water, hot tub, any way you can get hot water, hot spring, wherever you are in the world, wherever you can get heat to your muscles. That's number one key. Because your spine, your spine is it creaks, when you're sore. I'm 34. I'm going on 34. I'm 33. I'm going on 34 years old. I beat the piss out of my body, and I'm still young. So if I don't hit the heat, if I don't get enough heat in my bones and my joints, and I start stretching, it hurts. It's painful. So what I do is I lay in the shower. I turn on the hot shower. And then I fill up the bathtub. I'll stop the hole. I'll put this little ball right here. I'll go down there right there. Once there's enough water, it'll fill up. It'll stay down here. It'll keep up. And then that washcloth is down in the center for a reason. I put my tailbone on that. And what I do is I lift my legs straight up in the air, and I grab them and I pull them towards my chest. I try to touch the wall back here, and then I roll backwards and I stretch, and it hurts like a bitch on the solid metal. That's why I use that washcloth. I fold up that washcloth and I use it as a cushion, as a pad for my spine. Because you gotta be skinny. Listen, if you want to reach nirvana, whatever you want to call it, any word, which I'm going to be touching topics on that, which I've been studying, which is, the Bible says God spoke the world into existence, right? He didn't say the world, come into existence. He said, it's it's the vibration. We know scientifically, all the ancient religions know, even Buddhism, Hinduism, even, what do you think the Kabbalah was? That's why I think it's hilarious, people, I don't believe in Jesus. The Buddhism and everything else was so much older. It's not. The Kabbalah was the oldest. The Kabbalah is the same thing, just so you know. But you have to stretch, you have to get heat, you gotta stretch your spine. Everything, the most important things in your spine. It makes sense, right? Your body, was, in the womb. So that's why it's so important. You gotta curl your spine back up. You have to stretch. And with that heat, man, it makes all the difference. It's all the difference. It does. I don't believe I would have learned what I learned studying this past, it's been over a year now since this has happened. That's why I'm having a hard time selling this house as well. I turned 33 in this home, and this experience happened here, all the studying and all this, working hard, grinding, and my family issues and stuff, meeting Margarita, proposing to her, everything happened in this home. My experience with God and Jesus, and then my yoga and all my studies of all the years put together, and me writing my books and stuff, being locked up, and my music and everything else, it's all comes down to this, and why it's hard for me to leave this home, and it hurts because it's all packed up. I'm packed up, man. I'm ready to go. This shit's crazy, and I gotta turn on the lights. Which, it's hard for me, man. This is hard. What do I do? Turn this off? Yeah, I do. Must have unplugged it or something. Oops. Unless the bulb went out. That's probably what happened. The bulb probably went out. Alright, let's see. This one turns on. That one turns on. Like, I don't even want to sell my lamps, man. I really don't. It's gonna hurt me selling these. What happened to this lamp? Oh, that's why it's. It got disconnected under the couch over here. See? That's all it is. That's all it is. The cord is coming disconnected under the couch. Which, I have numbers, like I didn't put, when I listed the stuff on Facebook, I didn't put numbers on it. I don't know if I should or not. I like putting numbers on there because then people know, how much money to bring, and I'm thinking, people might not come because I don't have no numbers on it. But then also I'm thinking, I told everyone to make an offer. I told them I paid $8,000 for the couch, 20 years ago. It's still in good condition, real leather. Great condition, broken in still. And then, the matching, I told them the cherry oak table is the only one that I put a number on. I said 500. Everything else I said make an offer. And I'm hoping, in my head from doing business all my life and stuff, I'm hoping I might be able to get a few extra bucks out of people. Maybe they might offer me more than what I would, put a price on, put a number on. They might offer me, listen, that couch was $8,000, I'm listed, if I put 500 on it, right? Somebody comes to me at 500, but if I don't put a number on it, right? And I told them I paid $8,000 for it 20 years ago, they might come over here and say, hey, let me give you 1,000. Would you take 1,000 for it? Yeah, I'm going to take that 1,000. I'm not going to, that's why I didn't put a number on it this time. I removed all my other posts, that was, from 2 weeks ago, because I didn't get no messages anyways. I got messages, but, no one showed up. Everybody was just, on bullshit. So, and then trying to threaten me and call the cops on me for crazy shit over the mirror and dude over these tables. This girl called the police, said she was calling the police because of the tables, because I was asking too much for them. The fuck? What's wrong with you? Seriously, you're a ghetto ass bitch. Stop it. Listen, if you come across my videos and that was you need to chill out, for real. Just take a chill pill, man. For real. That was retarded. That was straight up stupid on your part. I didn't do anything wrong, first of all. Second of all, it's called America. It's called freedom of speech. It's the very first sentence of the Constitution. You can say whatever the fuck you want in the states of America. We should call them. Because a lot of countries they don't know why we even call it America, because they're America too. Americans are stupid, man. We're retarded, I'm telling you. People are ignorant. Americans are ignorant. I see it all the time. I've watched people argue and tell Spanish people they're not American. They're from South America. They're from North America. America's a continent. That's why it's called United States of America. There's individual states that represent America, North America, that are united. That's why they call it a union. Yeah, that's why all these states have different laws. So there's state law and there's federal law. which I'm coming after the state of Michigan because the state of Michigan owes me 8 months of time. It's bullshit. Why is it only 3 states in the United States of America that this happens? 8 months? No, I'm getting that time back. You're going to pay for it. And you know what? I'm calling it daddy time because I'm not the only one that did 8 months dead time. We call it dead time in this prison in Michigan. And what's crazy is I've talked to lawyers to help me with this, everything that I've been writing and to help me with my motion because I have 76 grand. I was going to pay for this, a lawyer. And you know why I didn't pay? Because the lawyers didn't even know what dead time was. You're a lawyer, you're a criminal lawyer, and you don't know what dead time is? And this isn't listen, this is many of them. Not just one, many of them. And they're all like, well, that's not my expertise, that's not what I study. I get that. But you're a criminal lawyer in the state of Michigan and you're telling me that you haven't come across one person that's got in trouble in multiple jurisdictions that's had to do dead time, that's done time in jail because they were on parole or caught a new case and all that time was for nothing. It doesn't get accounted for. That's bullshit because there's only 3 states that do that. The rest of them don't. They all give you good time. We're the only state, we're one of 3, it might even be, listen, this is studying on the internet and the internet's not even always correct. So I could be wrong, there could be less, there could be more. But it doesn't matter. And the reason why I'm frustrated is because the only reason why this law is even in effect in the state of Michigan is because somebody was in trouble for, they got let out early. Good time, right? And they went back home. I mean, not back home. They went back to the place of the people and killed them. The defendants. They killed the defendants. And so the people were upset. Which makes sense. I would have been upset too. So they voted truth in sentencing. So you wouldn't get any more good time. Now because there's no good time, if you're on parole and you catch a new case, even if you don't do nothing wrong and somebody lies on you and says that you did something, even if you prove it wrong, even if you go to court, right, and you prove that wrong, it gets dropped, the judge drops it and says that you're not in trouble. All that time you did doesn't get no account for it. Other states will account you for it, but state of Michigan, no. Done, you're cooked. It's bullshit. And I'm coming after you guys. I'm coming after Michigan. I don't give a fuck. Coming after Michigan. And I'm doing it for everyone. I'm doing it for all the dads. It's called Daddy Time. So subscribe. If you're a dad that's done time in Michigan or any other state where you've been to prison and you didn't get no time accounted for that time you were behind bars, you only have one life, bro. Or woman. It's happened to women too, not just men. We can call it family time instead of daddy time. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it family time. Yeah, that's what it's called, family time. I might think of something better. I don't know. I might change it. Everything always changes. Everything changes. That's what the Bible teaches you. And that's what I'm going to be speaking about all day. Because you know what? You guys are going to be with me today. All day today. Y'all are going to help me sell some furniture today. Yeah. Hopefully I come out with like $1,500 today, man. At least $1,500, I'd be happy. Shit, $3,000, I'd be really happy. Because I got the engine for sale back there too for $1,500. So if I can, sell a couple pieces here and here, rack up $1,500, today, selling the furniture in here, some furniture at that table, I sold that motor. Your boy retrospecting the money today, man. I'm telling you. You're going to see it. If it ain't today, it's going to be this week. I'm telling you. You'll see it. I'm going to record it. Y'all going to see it. Y'all going to see it. So, yeah. And then I got to clean up all this shit. Which, I'm not looking forward to it. I gotta go get some boxes today, and I don't have a bike, and I don't. What I'm gonna do? Walk with a bunch of boxes from the fucking store? I mean, I might have to. I don't have no one to help. Looks like I might have to do it. I don't really have a choice. I don't. Nobody's here to help me. Nobody's gonna come here with a car and help me and pack up all the stuff. Nobody's gonna take me to the store and get me boxes. I don't have nobody. All I have is Jesus. All I have is God. And myself. And guns. But those don't help me pack up stuff. They only help me sleep good. I sleep next to a shotgun. Listen, I sleep next to a Mossberg 500 loaded. It stays loaded. You hear me? It stays loaded. I sleep with it. Everywhere I go. Listen, that puppy's going with me wherever I go. I don't give a fuck. It's going with me. And guess what? You won't know where I'm going until I tell ya. But I'm not doing anything wrong. God knows it. So, here, this is why I have a shotgun. God got me that shotgun. Listen, I asked God for that shotgun. That specific same shotgun. God brought it to me. Not even 2-3 days later. And I didn't even have to pay for it. I traded for it. Traded that 410 American solid rear axle from the Chevy HD 2500. I traded that rear axle for that and 2 shotguns. I mean 2 chainsaws, not 2 shotguns. For the shotgun and 2 chainsaws, which I gotta go. I have the other chainsaw. I kept the smaller one. I sold the bigger one because the bigger one still had like the case that slips over the chain, and it was nicer, you know. I got $200 for it, and then I kept the other one. I was gonna sell the other one for like $150, but I decided to keep it. So, which I ended up getting. I listed it for $600, right? He couldn't come up with the $600. I told him, look, man, I really felt bad for this guy. I told him, look, only you, don't tell anybody, but you bring me $300 cash right now, I give it to you. Couldn't come up with the $300. Came out, he said, you want 2 chainsaws? I'm like, man, I think I already said the video. He offered me an Xbox and an RC car. I told him it would just sit. Then he offered me the 2 shotguns. I told him I had to think about it. And then he's like, I'll throw in the 2 chainsaws. He's like, I got 2 chainsaws. I told him I had to think about it. And then he's like, I'll throw in the shotgun. And what's funny is I was just about to message him and tell him that I would just take the 2 chainsaws because I needed them for the tree. And like as I opened up the messenger, I got a message from him saying, I'll give you the shotgun too. I was like, bet, run it. And yeah, I got both chainsaws and the shotgun. The other chainsaw, I ended up selling a weed whipper, and the little hose kept on falling off from the carburetor to the gas tank, the little, where you put the fuel in. It was just a little tiny rubber hose. So I ended up taking the rubber hose off my chainsaw and fixing the weed whip. It was a steel weed whip, which was a FSR-90, which I was told is the best one, I guess. Which makes sense because it was a commercial grade weed whip. I had it for years. My dad got it for me. I loved it. I don't really want to get rid of it, but got $100 for it, and could have got more for it, but I want to help somebody out, and I had it for a long time. It was already scratched up too. It was really scratched up. That's why I sold it for $100. But it was hilarious though too, because I listed it, right, and this thing started up every year. I've had it forever. It starts up every year, right, and then the day that I listed it, I didn't test it or anything. I just grabbed a different spark plug and put a new spark plug in it, and I put fresh gas in it, and I was waiting for dude to pull up, and sure as shit, it wouldn't start. I was like, what the fuck, dude? It was embarrassing. They were there for they were at my house for like half an hour while I fixed it, and I'm happy because they could have said, dude, you're trying to sell me something fucked up, broken, what the fuck? Because that's how it seemed like, really. It was bad. But no, it worked out good, man. They're really good, kind people, you know. They understood that things happen, and, you know, they seen how it came apart, and they know that, you know, it might break anyways. While they're, you know, they were starting their own landscape business, so they were buying up, you know, weed whips and, you know, push behind mowers and, you know, the riding mowers and all that. So they're trying to get all the gear together, which isn't cheap. They spent a lot of money. They said thousands, they said, which makes sense. And that's on new stuff. Couldn't imagine what all the stuff is cost new. But yeah, I'm gonna, you know, make some coffee and get the Bible study going and talk to the Lord and wait for the sun to come out. And then hopefully sell some stuff this morning so I can go get some food. Which kind of sucks because if I leave, no one's gonna be here to sell stuff. So I'm gonna have to take a break or something. I'm gonna have to put a sign on the door or something if people are showing up. I have a feeling people are gonna show up. I do. The pictures I posted, all the furniture I have is really nice furniture. It's high-end furniture. It's top of the line stuff. It's not cheap stuff. So that's why I know people are gonna show up. And I think the reason why I had a problem too when I posted the stuff last time is, one, I was posting everything separate. So and then people see where I'm at, you know, like my address in the hood. I'm like right in Brightmoor, Redford, right? I'm in the hood. So people don't expect this type of furniture here. You know, they think I'm lying. Which even my neighbor said. My neighbor came in here and he said he wants a table. He said he's gonna ask his wife. They're gonna think about it overnight. So maybe he might buy the table. You know, that's $500. That's the only one I'm sticking to. Is the cherry oak table. That's the only one I'm firm on. I won't take less than $500 for it. But he even said that. He's like, holy shit! When you walked in my house, he said he was not expecting this. He's like, you got really nice stuff in here. You don't expect to see what you see when you walk in my home. So that kind of felt good, you know, to hear that. Because I worked hard for it, man. I almost killed myself, man. God is good, man. Jesus is good. So on that note, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you all have a blessed, wonderful day. You know, stay in the Word, man. I'm gonna do some yoga stuff today. I'm gonna show you guys how to really get it in today. I'm gonna try to use the stand, all that, because I'm here all day anyways, and I don't really have nothing interesting for you guys yet. You know, it's mostly just my life, so I gotta be able to give you guys something, right? Instead of just hearing me flap my lips. So, and I do that well, but I'm sure people will get tired of that real quick. So that's why the stuff needs to sell, and I gotta get the stuff packed up so I can start rolling. I can make Margarita's dreams come true. So yeah, subscribe, man. I hope to hear from y'all. I hope to hear some comments. Yeah, make fun of me. Say something. Do something. You know, make fun of my big nose, my chipped tooth. I don't care. Anything, man. So somebody say something. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care.